Hey people, what's up? Welcome back. It's BLASE FLAMMA here again. And the truth is, today is news at 4 p.m. So maybe I think I should wait all those fed. And yesterday was fed as well, but nothing happened at all. So I don't really know what to do. I'm just gonna wait, and that's it. Perfect. Okay, so with CRT today, I'm gonna wait again. I always gonna be streaming now from now on, from 3:30 to 4:30, maybe 1 hour. I mean, just 1 hour, just to test Powell's New York Open. I think it's better for me because at the end, waiting for trading at 3 is not bad. I mean, look at this movement. Oh, but look at this, dude. This candle doesn't even make sense. There's no CRT here for me. I mean, there was not even used today. What happened? Oh, it was PPI again. I forgot. Yeah, so today and yesterday, days to not to trade. If it's not gonna be past 4 p.m. Okay, so that makes sense. It was bullish again as well. The other thing is, gold is just kind of weird, dude. It's just look at this. It's bearish. Yeah, it's easy bearish. Then somehow get some bullish movement after being bearish all last couple months, last couple weeks and days, and then goes bearish again. This news obviously gonna be bullish because you don't want gold going below 4K. But dude, at least could you hide it something? I mean, could you hide this obvious manipulation in gold? Doesn't make any sense. But again, I guess that gold is just simply, it's not in a good way. I mean, it's looking like Bitcoin as well. The truth is now everything is kind of cooked, but still, I don't know what to say, man. Okay, so this CRT was easy. There's no CRT here. I'll mark this high. That was okay. I can mark this high as my CRTH. I mean, by looking at this, I know. Yeah, it's not. Both have been targeted already. It should be this one, but again, I think it's there for me. Price went back again, The truth is, it was bearish. Price even went below with the bullish, with the candle, with the bearish, with the body of the candle, and not just a wick with a body. It meant strong push into the downside. But of course, there's news, and yesterday was well bearish, but there were news, and boom. Well, this is Monday, sorry. Oh no, it was actually bullish for some long, and then boom, bearish and bullish again. Although there was accumulation. I mean, with this, it's gonna be like yesterday, dude. Not to trade. I'm just gonna see what happens. Because look at this price action. Like, there's nothing telling me. There's nothing for me. I mean, this weekend is only to trade CPI, PPI, and that's it. Because look at this range, dude. It's not. You see this in the markets, and there's nothing for me here. There's nothing. Yeah, you have the imbalance. Price is rebalancing old balance because this is the old balance you had here with AMT, and that's it. But dude, this is not it. Okay, so what I want to see though is the entry. No, this one, bearish on the 30. Okay, so this will be the breaker block here. This is not 15 minutes. 15 minutes as well. Okay. So with within the 15 minutes as well, and the 30 minutes is telling me that that RB is actually, well, first it closes. So okay, what you want to see now is, again, depending on the bias, you want to see a manipulation towards it. Okay, I want to explain a little bit. Rejecting block, perfect. For example, this one has closed what? Bearish. New York Open was bearish. What you want to see in this case is price. The first thing you want to see is wait for price. Not always the same case, but depending on how you trade it and how you adapt to the market. For example, I'm using it in gold, although it's meant more for Nasdaq and SP, but again, gold is as well volatile, not as much as them. But again, it depends on the context and the pair you're trading. For me, in this case, now what I want is price, if it was bearish, to have like the next candle, which is this one, which is bullish. I expected it to at least to be bearish, so close with the body. You know, as I told yesterday, you want the candle to be bearish if you want it to the bearish side. So you want this RB to close below this, and then a manipulation, meaning if price goes down, you want a manipulation to the upsides, going back to your entry, so you can have your entry here. So you actually put your short position. Okay, why is not putting it? And then target some liquidity. This will be a good example. Although of course I always put it below. You can put it as well in the middle or even down upsides. For me, I think it's better to put it a little bit lower, you know, because always just in case for my entry to be hit. Because there are times that price will get into a certain level and you think it's not. But for example, in my case, I always look for price. So I would like to use at 55 my short position. If this is the bearish case, which is not in the moment, will be like this. Okay, imagine price close below this, respected the RB. Usually, filling orders in the middle of this fair value gaps. Actually, look at this. This from yesterday's CPI. Then I have fair value gap, 30 minutes, big one, a big chunk as well from PPI today. You want price to go into your entry, which is gonna be 55, which is a good price for price to go there, and that's 50 as well here. But for me, it will be kind of too way far from the RB. It's not a few inches of ticks. No, it's not. It's actually very far away. So you want to actually go to be close from the rejection block. Otherwise, either way, below or kind of on top or in the middle, but always inside, trying inside the range, having your entry there. Okay, this is kind of basic example what would be the Powell. Again, I don't trade everything. I only trade in New York session. New York Open, I think it's good, and for my strategy, I think it fits very well. But again, it depends on you. For me, again, it's only for my entries. But now, as you're seeing with a rejection block, as well, what could happen? But it is bearish, so this could be mean one thing. This as well could be used as bullish. There's no problem because it's closing bull. So what I'll wait for is price now. This was the bearish with the RB bearish, but this one is rejection block bearish, but in a long position. Meaning, okay, I want to take this out. Okay, people, if you don't want to understand, just watch Powell. I mean, can I have it like perfect? No, this is a time zone. Perfect. Yeah. This will be how it closes with the body. Yeah. Look, it's going beyond and it is respecting now the CRTH, which is close to 60. Good price as well. What I wait for the New York Open is give it 50 more minutes. If it doesn't go back to my RB, then there's no entry. Simple as that. Why? Because the setup is so easy. Look, I have to put my equilibrium first and everything, but I just want to show you. Kind of basic. Now price went up. Okay, didn't close below this New York Open. Let me put it perfect. I think it's gonna be better. Wait. Let me adjust for things first. This will be time zone 3 p.m. Okay, so for example, this. It is bearish, so it would not make sense actually to say that manipulation is going to be bearish, because at the end it's in a bearish thing. And don't tell me, oh, this is just another support resistant thing. What the difference between an order block and rejection blocks? Hey, I always said, dude, in life, every strategy, it could remain the same thing. Could be actually it could resemble some things from some concepts, but as I always said, at the end, there's no much difference because we're all in the same market. So I was saying, this could not be manipulation. This is in a bearish, but again, this would be manipulation because we are actually pushing down upsides, and although the RB is bearish, what I'm seeing now is what? Again, this will be to trade as well what continuation from the CRTH. I'm not forgetting that we are I'm close to a CRTH. The thing is, I have to be very careful because if I enter from 55, which is actually a very good entry, literally on it, I could have it even a little bit higher, but for me, this will be actually be good. If you don't want to enter now because you're still feeling like, okay, bearish trend, as well for me, this could be easy pullback. And you don't want to trade this because you feel like this could easily be an inverse this. And this, if inverse it, then you can look for later to the short. But for me now, I would like to even wait more at price to fill again inside the RB, go back to it, go even higher, a little bit higher, and then go back again. And now, once it comes back a second time, it could actually make sense for me to enter. But at the moment, not, because of course, that's what I'm saying. That price is still bearish. Although for me, it's gonna be accumulation now. So this is just gonna be accumulation. This is not something I would like to trade now. I'm still bearish, so I'll just wait at 4 p.m. to see what happens. And that's it. But for me, as I'm seeing, dude, look at this. This was good, yeah. Session as always, kind of good in gold in that Europe time zone. Some accumulation and then nothing else. I mean, dude, if you look at this, it's just, I don't know. Yes, well, I'm dropping some indicators, some softwares. Again, if you want some, you have on my bio everything, people. So if you want to have something, just go and buy it. It's good for you. It's easy. It's cheap. So there's no problem. Just because it's cheap, it doesn't mean it's bad quality. No, most of the times I just want to give back to community. So but again, nothing for me. Let me see my order flow here. OF, a lot of volume on the highs. I mean, yeah, that was. Look at this, dude. Wow. Kind of miss PPI, but doesn't matter. Wait. Oh, indicators now have mine. Yeah, okay. Apologies for it. No, perfect. Yeah, this is only kind of a little bit. I just want to see how much this would have been. I mean, let's say from here, CRTH. Wow, dude, 306. 300 ticks? Wow, dude. I don't know how much would this be in dollars and euro. I just want to see it. I think it's maybe 100 something. Trading it is, yeah. Positions, money. No, that's brackets, money. Okay. All 56. Yesterday was actually even more. I mean, I have to get used to the ticks because, of course, it depends on the capital you have and of the risk you have. I mean, in gold, I have minimum risk. But look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, there was barely any manipulation, but price still went back. That's what I'm saying. I have to wait at least 30 minutes. So 10 minutes and that's it. Because the open was what? Was bearish, so it doesn't actually make sense to me. I mean, unless this was bullish, if it closed bullish, yeah. I mean, usually what we look for, the best of A plus setup on the New York Open is, if it was bullish, for example, it's a bullish candlestick, okay? And this will be the open, the final open makes this bullish candlestick. You have the RB here. What you want for is price to manipulate, I mean, to go higher, to close higher the next candle. Manipulate how? It will take even time, maybe an hour, maybe less, 30 minutes. Usually I wait like 30 minutes and I wait for a manipulation and then distribution, and then extension, basically, or the continuation of the bias. That's why I said if it was bullish, it would be even more better. A plus setup. Why? Because we are in a bullish trend, close liquidating CRTH. RB will be perfect rejection block if it was bullish, but it is actually bearish. That's why I'm still waiting for more confirmation. You know, but look at it. When it manipulation to the downsides, all that again, I wouldn't call it manipulation at all. I mean, this is bearish. What would be better if it was? I mean, the bearish as well would make sense. Why? Liquidate CRTH being absorbed, buyers being absorbed by sellers. They're trying to push price higher. If they fail to, if it goes again here and fails, you could go for a short now, even though there's an RB here, or you could just wait for price to kind of go back down, and then manipulate to the upsides, and then from here got it short. Of course, shorting here instead of here, that's all it takes. But again, that's what I said, depends on the context. I mean, you have to adapt to a market. You know, you want to have every single day the same setup. The truth is, in trading, yes, you have to be disciplined, and it will be even better if you trade every single day the same thing. But the truth is, it's not like that. You know, the markets does not move always the same thing. There's patterns, there's cycles where the market moves into some way, and because of your hour analysis, you can actually spot those trends and those patterns. But the truth is, it's not gonna be always the same thing. That's why I always said, yeah, be constant. You have to be constant. You have your discipline. You have to be disciplined with your strategy and plan. But the truth is, the market's not gonna move always the same way. And we saw it. When Trump makes a tweet, guess what? You don't expect price to continue on its own, or maybe don't. The truth is, you didn't even know what's gonna happen. But of course, that's why you have experience. You know, even if you don't take a trade, just by seeing here, watching, it's good for you. Again, you don't have to do that. You just have to put like your, for example, I will put my alerts, and you will just have to hop in only once if the market breaks this alerts. I think it's actually very good if you want to stay at the chart for an hour. But again, for me, the same thing now as yesterday. Price bullish, normal. Price has been, but look at this accumulation, not good PA today. This is PPI bullish, some pullback and accumulates, and most of the times it's gonna continue to be bearish, bullish. For me, it's the exact same thing as happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? Price, look at this. I know that price at some point is gonna go and fill up this again, and it could also as well go down, or it could continue to go higher and finally take up this. But I find it very strange. I find it very strange that price will actually do that. I don't think so. Some accumulation. Let me draw a little bit of. I mean, for my equilibrium, doesn't even make sense for me to draw equilibrium here. Because look at this. I mean, there's nothing. Maybe this high from this low. That would be it. Will be a premium price, half level makes sense, but it's close to CRTH. I think it's gonna go bullish. I mean, look at this RB. So it makes sense because look at this. There's liquidity here, and look at price what did accumulate it, and then boom. And the same thing happened yesterday. It was the same way, the RB, but although it was kind of down, but it was more accumulative yesterday than today. But it still was actually good. Of course, the market later went up and then continued to go down. But okay, for me, nothing yet. I want to draw this length. Look, I could use this one. I could use this one. Yeah. I want to make this on a collar because. Oh wait. Can I draw the GAN box a little bit? Time levels. Okay, alert, it went up. So it was with this. It was good. Okay, so if this is accumulation, which it is, this should be absorbed now. CRTH, buyers being absorbed by the sellers. Let me go OF. Yeah, makes sense. There's a volume there, bubbles, perfect. Let me go 15 minutes. Shut up, man. Apologies. Yeah, they're being absorbed now. Um, I don't even know. I mean, I will only use this. Okay, this is a 55. It's a perfect entry, and I will get to this, and I will enjoy this little bit. I will only do this to test again the Powell. I'm risking money. I don't care. I'm doing this to. Dude, you just shut up, man. Apologies for you people. But again, I don't like this because it's accumulating and you know. But this actually good. Look at this accumulation down here, the gun box, and equilibrium is half level as well, premium levels, and yeah. So I was right on the first place when price was manipulating here. I went away again at twice. I mean, it could be in the maybe later, but to test it, I should have went before. But okay, I had to wait half an hour. But yeah, it was actually good from the. It was actually very good. Milk open. Very good Powell. It works. So if I had an entry here, man, the stop loss would be the same thing. Wow. Would make sense. It's actually good. The gam box, good profit. Didn't take this one because I was just waiting. But beautiful trade we've been here, man. We've been very beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so that was beautiful. Sadly, didn't take it because I was waiting for price to kind of come back. The thing is, it could come back again as yesterday, as you can see here on a high time frame. Okay, this is NQ. Oh, thank you today. Look at this. Blaze, that's support resistance. No. Okay, look at this. Had a high here, price went down again. I was looking for bearish because of the RB. It closed below it as today. I mean, didn't close today, but it was bearish. It closed. I have my GAN box, I have my killer beam as well, my DSTV. No, DSTV I didn't have it, but actually very well because it didn't end up touching TP, although it did later. But what it did, of course, later is again another manipulation, and then finally going down. You know, although manipulation was kind of big. But look at this. Didn't touch TP. It edged actually, but I would easily close here on trail. But dude, we've been great. Look at this. Instead of 106, we've been 100 perfectly. We've been great. Okay, so now what? Maybe I will wait for price. I think it's gonna accumulate more into the GAN box. Look at this, it's a 60 price as well. So I think it's gonna be ailing that. There's some BGs here around. But I still do think that price could easily come back here and go again and try. Because if you see here, I mean it's accumulation, but price, the buyers at this point were getting trapped by sellers. They tried like 4 times, finally swept it, but still being absorbed. That's why I traced my TP here, because I knew that okay, price just break it, the market just break it. But the truth is, when you see this, the market, the buyers trying to push price higher, but they fail. They try to fail again, and they fail, and again and again and again. It's very obvious that they're just getting trapped. So, viewers, participatory Bannister QLX, appreciate it, and I bought again. Every single stream, there's always gonna be bought for views. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, I respect the hustle. Okay, so I was saying, maybe I should have waited. No, I mean, maybe I should have took the trade here, but I was waiting for another confirmation. That's why I always said. It's always same story, man. When you wait for your entry, you have the analysis, you have the strategy perfect. You wait for price and you feel like, oh, it's going down. You wanna wait because you saw this and you feel like, okay, I'm gonna wait still. You waited and price went up and actually, well, let's say it took DP without you, and now it's going down and you just left it, you know. But maybe it could be a second round. Let me see. Well, again, price action is kind of trash. This is very garbage. Still trading, you know. But I think it's a good reason why, you know. I understand you, most of you people, when do 1-1. I don't say it's not about RR. It's actually very good. The reason why I don't do it is most of you, your RR is kind of. I still understand it, but you draw a big, for example, in the long position. I mean, this is the most normal ratio 1-1, right? This is the default setting. But more of the times, dude, it's just like this, you know? It's kind of 2-2. It doesn't make sense. It's just so big that I don't even understand it. I'm not exaggerating, people. I mean, it will make sense on Nasdaq since Nasdaq's actually kind of volatile and it moves crazy. Oh, what happened here? But I mean, that's a big RR. I don't know if I would use that. But again, now price moving, as I told you, on the 60 from the GAN box, from the high and the low, and still from equilibrium. Price respecting the half level perfectly below the CRTH. I mean, with the CRTL, actually what I would like to is price to actually go and take out CRTL after taking out CRTH. But of course, by the context of it, I mean, look at it, that's PPI, dude. Maybe later it will go down. I think it was gonna do like yesterday, but still first I think it's gonna go take out this one low, this one high first, and then maybe if it fails to go higher, it could finally go down, you know? It could catch here a reversal. But I mean, this could be easily a look. This could actually be as well the RB, but again, this is bearish. It will make sense to close it here. If it was bullish, for example, like this one, but it's not. It's not 330. Oh yeah, this one is 330. Wait. Yeah, I was pointing out. Okay, I was wrong again. I saw 3 and I thought it was 330 for some reason, but again, it is 330, not 3. So actually, it would be this one. Yeah. So that makes sense. It makes sense. But actually, not a bad entry though. Would be this one. The RB. Now would be now it should be the one bullish. Look, that would be this one. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Well, I'm gonna close this one. The thing is, now with this, should you go for what? For a rejection, or should you go? That's a very good question. Look at this gun box. I mean, with this, now with this, it's kind of different now the way I see it, because the way I see it now with having this high, going short here is kind of complicated because I really think I'm probably gonna go here or maybe not, but it's kind of hot, dude. Okay, apologies for it. Oh yeah, summer, I miss bugs. So I was saying, now with this, what you expect is price to go into the open and then go bearish, right? It could. Look at this, already went down. The thing is, it's bullish, and it will absolutely make sense. So what you wait for is the opposite. You wait for price to go higher, take out this, go into the low, and again manipulate from the downtrend and the extension, continuation actually. And this will be the AMT. What price will make a fake out rejection and continuation. Okay, nothing yet, so yeah, I totally forgot it was actually this one. But still, it's closing. It's not closing. It did actually close. At 3:30. So actually be at 4. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. Wait. Well, the 15 it actually closed. But I'm thinking, yeah, for example, the candle from 3:30, okay, it's made. If I wait 30 minutes, wait, no. Yeah, it will be this one. This is the one you want to close. But it's not closing because this one is from 4 to 4:30. This one is from 3 to 3:30. This one is from 3, yeah, to 30 to 3. That is where it closed. Every single half an hour. So I have to wait at least for 4:30 to see if it closes up or not from the open. Because this one is the now that should wait for it to close. It could go close easily here, or close lower, you know. Unless I went from the 15 minutes, which, I mean, it doesn't, it's not something I would like to see. Oh, wait. Come on, dude, you kidding me? You trolling me? Yeah. It does close. Nah, dude, this is not. Okay. I mean, it does close above. But with the RB, it's in the middle. I would like price to come to the market to come up, then come down now, and finally go for the extension and with a continuation. I mean, look at the cam box. Price is gonna move. Market's gonna move around these prices, which is 65, 64, 66, which is 65 as well, and 55 as well, or 54, about 55. You know, good prices actually. What price actually respecting both? It makes sense. And there's a 60 here in the middle. Makes sense. But actually, it was a good entry there. That one. Because it was half level as well, from the high and the low, of course. But that was 3, and that's not New York Open. That's not even New York Open. New York Open is 3:30. That's why. Unless I use the 15 minutes. So you tell me I have to wait like an hour. Maybe it's same at 4:30. I will miss a lot. I will actually miss a lot. The good thing is after that, maybe 1 hour after New York Open, prices now settle down. It will create highs and lows to target. That's a good thing about that. But even for me, which my time zone of trading will be from 3 to 4:30, you know, 1 hour and a half. Trading literally at 4:30 will be going up for 4 to 5 in even 6. So now I'm thinking how that could work. I mean, it's not something I did before. I was traded from 3 and a little bit of 4, even so late. And I'm thinking of how I'm gonna do it next. September, because I'm going back to school, and I start classes at 3 p.m. So, well, I don't know. I'm gonna trade at school. That's for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna make streams. I'm gonna make videos of the trade. That's for sure as well. Only the screen, or even my face. Boy, I don't know. It's gonna be complicated, man, to trade while being in school. I never done that. I mean, I used to do it before. I mean, no, yes, last year, 2025, no, 2024. 2024, 2025, actually. Well, that's a matter. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, price not moving well, so it's supposed to be closing up, and I'm gonna wait for price to kind of take out all this liquidity, because look at this. I mean, there's accumulation here, accumulating now. I'm gonna wait for price to at least go up a little bit, and the first one, it comes to the RB at 65. I'm taking the entry. That's it. But for now, I mean, there's nothing going on. I mean, the thing is, I'm streaming literally 2 days when when there's news. Let's say it was CPI, today was PPI, and tomorrow is gonna be nothing. Well, there's gonna be orange news. But I'm hoping on Twitter to see some of the reactions from the news. Twitter's crazy, dude. Okay, Patek Philippe. Yeah. That's why I should stream at 3:30 to at least show you what PPI was. But look at this. Core PPI inflation data will be released at 8:30. This is 5 hours ago before PPI. It means before 2:30 on time zone Europe. AM right before the US market opens. This is like 1 hour before the open, of course. If PPI is less than 5.2%, the market will go parabolic. It actually did. It was lower. If PPI stays the same as 5.2, these are actually the predictions. I mean, what people expect to go. And in this case, the market stays flat. It didn't. And if PPI is over 5.3, the markets will dump hard. This one, of course, will be the stocks. In gold, what happened? I mean, seeing Nasdaq. Let me go for 30 minutes on Nasdaq. What is this? Yeah, some analysis, nothing. Okay, so Nasdaq, what happened in Nasdaq? Let me see, 330. Wow, dude, it dumped a little bit, not much, but it actually dumped. So on the stock market, well, PPI on gold happened on the other way. It went parabolic because it was less than 5.2. Let me see. It was actually less than 5.2. That's a good thing with the news, man. I mean, it's not gambling if you know where it's going. PPI, yeah, it was minus 0.3, so it was way less than 5.2. That's why the market went parabolic. It was actually very less. So I understand now. It actually went. Forecast 0.3, yeah. Core PPI 0.2, 0.3. This is core PPI. Okay, so for now, I think I'm gonna wait even at least to 5. I could wait. There's no problem. I will do for you people. Give me some music, man. Respect to Gilberto Alcocer and play and piano band, but I don't think I want this chill right now. Okay. Okay, so now what I should wait for? What is the expectation now, Blaze? Okay, so I'm just explaining you now what would be the setup, A plus setup now, and I think it will be very good. Okay, so the RB is kind of huge. Okay, it's kind of big, but doesn't matter. The open is here, around here. What I want now is simple: price to go a little bit higher, go jump a little bit, enter this range would be the as well 65. I have my entry there. Have my stop loss below half level because that's actually very kind of risky here, and target is highs. Be like 1.2, 1 point something. RR is not that much big, but I think 75, actually even 75, but that's what I'm saying. 1 to 2 is warned, RR, and that's it. It makes sense because there's half level here respected, CRTH respected as well. Fake out rejectance, look at this. It's trying to go down after, always goes down. There's always a pullback, even after being bullish. The same thing bearish, there's always a pullback then bullish, but in this case it was bullish, it was pullback bearish. So now I'll wait for is price to go higher, some pullback, bearish pullback, and then continue the extension of the New York AM Powell mode context model, sorry. But of course, it's accumulating as always, and that's it. So I have some I will have my entry here, but again, I don't like to. I will not activate it for a simple reason that yet it is not. But look at it, 48, 43. And this is 175. Very bit. I'm just gonna wait. I do something first. Okay, I'll come back in a little bit. Let me do something. Okay, so I'm back. Apologies for waiting a little bit. Something. Yeah, I went down. Expected. So now the thing is, with this, I should go for a short. I mean, it's bullish. So what it closed, it's not closing yet. Wait over 30 minutes. Ooh, doesn't look like it's gonna close higher. So if it fails to close higher, it means it's gonna go short. Okay, so what matters? Okay, I understood it. Yeah. What matters is where it closes. If it closes above, then you open bullish. If it closes below, short. The RB is just there for the confirmation of it. But if it actually goes short, to close, it means it has to go here. Yeah, it's gonna close short. So I will wait for price to come here and then find a target. So yeah, that's what matters. Yeah, wait for the minutes after New York Open and see the next candles where it actually closes. Now, I mean, it will actually make sense if price went up, because at the end there's UATH, but as well as I'm seeing absorptions, I'm seeing a lot of things, and based on the structures. But again, there's news, prices. I mean, always unpredictable, but at times you can actually tell where it's actually going based on patterns that you've done, that you studied. So I'm gonna wait for 8 more minutes and see what happens. This could go easily to 5 p.m. It's gonna be a long, it's gonna be at least 1 hour and a half. So now I should stream at 4 maybe. No, maybe I should. But I mean, it didn't took this, and it actually makes sense because there's absorption here. But still, this one is the high I'm still waiting for. It actually kind of triggers me because I'm still this high. I don't trust this one. I know price. I know market could go easy there, but strategy is strategy, man. The closest below. Okay, now closing above. So now what? I mean, the thing is you have to adapt. Closest up, go for a long. Short, below, go for a short. That's it. Of course, but if it closes up, depends on where it actually closes because I'll still have to wait for price to go up and go for manipulation. Manipulation, the bearish pullback, and finally go for the extension. Which actually makes sense based on everything from the CRTH and everything, but you know, AM is what I have to wait for. Okay. Oh. It's lower. 6 minutes and it's gonna call below. Okay, so I think I'm gonna prepare my entry. I think it's gonna be around what, 60? Always below from New York Open, which makes sense. Where's New York Open? I mean, there's so much lines that at this point I don't even know what it is. Oh, okay, so it was. I cannot see it. Okay. Now I'll wait for price. This is 60. Like this. Now wait for price. This is 66. You know, wait. 36. This will actually be good. It would absolutely make sense. I mean, there's a 50. There's 55 here. I always usually go for 52.80 at least. Well, 52 at least. We'll go for 100 almost. But this would make sense as well. Although I'm kind of scared. I mean, not scared, but as well, if it goes up, this big chunky RB rejection block, so good. It's so good. It's so big that you could easily feel here. You know, that's why I'm still in the middle of this. But still, it was perfect. Well, perfect not because I'm still waiting for it to close. It's 5 more minutes. But look at this dump. Still, as I said on the GAN box, it's gonna trade always around this price at 65. Well, 66 of course, but 65, 60 to respect as well, and lastly 40, 50, 55 as well. And it's doing it. So, but I want to change that line. I want to make it a little bit thicker. Perfect. So I can easily be more visible. I don't know what's this line. Oh no, it's the entry. Apologies, man. Oh, it's actually. This is 60, 61, leave it 60. This will be for me the entry. Always slower. I'm just gonna have it if price comes back. I think it could from a pullback. I'm kind of risking it a little bit because this is 52, 52, 50, here. It's only 86. As well, I mean, price could just go without me, you know. As well, look at this. Careful here. This is 55 around these levels. You stop pushing there. Down, dude. So I'll wait for price to come back. I mean, I think if it breaks it, if it goes down, it's not go up again. But of course, based on the model, how would it spotted it that we actually? It's gonna close below it. So now we should wait for manipulation. And then now for the entry, because I mean, if you see this, you're not gonna trade. I mean, you could easily go for short here, you know, after this RB, but still 230. Look, this is the entry here. It's gonna close below. I think it's gonna close up. Respecting half level now around these levels, which is good, could be a good sign for it to kind of go for a pullback, and then, you know, for this one too. 29.6. This is 63. I could easily go to 65, but I don't think so, dude. It's just too much, you know. How much will actually be as money? 5 and 15. Yeah, perfect 1-2. No. 1-3, dude. The math ain't nothing. Okay, this is what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm saying, though. This, kind of careful with this one. It's literally in the middle, and price could easily go, you know, but I'm gonna trust that this is actually gonna go below this. It's 160. It is 460. Good price. Or even I could even be short of it, you know. Price could just leave without me. I'm gonna trust. Again, it would make sense. I mean, look at this, half level makes sense. I mean, half level in the middle of the gam box. Respect the half level as well. 55, as I told you. It's gonna be complicated though if I trade it from here. The good thing is I will still go break even. That's it. But look at this. Made sense. Still, this one has not been taken. Neither this one. And price has respected it. It went from half level close to it, up again and close to it as well, and again close to it, and again close to it. I don't know. For me, this as well as making accumulation, although accumulating but moving good, you know, it's not kind of accumulation like it is down here. This is bad accumulation. This is, yeah, for me it's accumulation still, but still is moving in a good way. But it's not continuation at all. So in prices and markets still moving around 38. And the truth is, being bullish, buyers want actually to push price higher, but they're getting always absorbed by sellers. So, and I thought this one might actually be taken when this one's here. It didn't. So, at some point, this degree has to be taken. That's why having here is kind of, you know. I'm just gonna wait. That's I mean, if it goes into the entry, perfect. If it doesn't, well, that is what it is. At some point, it will. But now it's 30, so that's 30 minutes, and it closed way below. That means this is now the A setup. Wait for price to come here and then finally fill. Okay, let me see a bit. Okay, easy touch. No, it didn't. Failed. Give me some comments and everything. Always having a question, just ask. Don't be shy, people. They answering everything. Pressure going up. I don't know for how long. Oh wait, 60. Watch this. This 60. Oh, maybe it should have been here, right? I think it's gonna just spike a little bit. It always does. It always at least goes back to the RB at some point, or maybe not, but it's looking good. The 50-minute as well was actually very good. You know, the 3-1. I hop in 330, respected it, went as expected. Actually, let me see if I was right. Since I was right, the 330. Which one was it? This one. Closed it. Price went up, manipulated. Yeah, so it made sense on the 3-1 because price closed here, The next candle, which is 3:30, actually the one that should be, which is I'm waiting for now. It manipulated down. Look at this. Actually the entry I missed. So I was telling you. Look, 30. Price close above. And manipulated and went up. Of course, not much. At the end, all of this is accumulation. So. But actually it was the one. So this one's. Let me see now if it actually New Open respects it. Look at this, accumulating a little bit. This is the 1 3 minute. I'm gonna wait for the 3 minutes. Have a little bit more clarity of the structure. Ah, dude, 19 already. I have to lower down a little bit. Okay, what was that, dude? Okay, it's actually close to it. If I let it in 60, when I mean it's still 60, but it's 81. I'm not gonna move my entry. I mean, it's still in the range of 60. So, okay, touch. Okay, that's what I said about the stop. Okay. Okay, yeah, wow. Wow. Almost tapped out. Let me see if it actually reversed. Oh yeah, I should have waited. I told you it's gonna go to RB actually. So the thing is, I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I don't care if I lose or not. I'm just trying and learning here and practice even more. You can get your entry on literally on the New York Open, literally on the same line. The reason why enter always low because I mean for the short and going for the 60 and going above it at least to 63 will make not sense for me. I mean it's a short, you know. And the reason why you go here, but as well, is not bad because then you have the rejection block. This one matters as well. Not only the open, you can easily go for a short above the New York Open. Okay, so you can easily 63.50 or even 65. That would not be bad as well. But again, here going for entry here, you know, actually make more sense for a long instead of a short. But price is price. Okay, so I'm just stopped out. Let me see how this one plays. No problem. It's really not a problem. Okay, yeah, I have to explain what happened actually. Okay, so got stopped out around here. Where now literally the RR perfect. So yeah, it was actually 63. You're telling me 63 was it? If it doesn't push, then it would have been 63.50. I mean, it's 90, but 50 would be. I'm gonna wait at least 20 more minutes, and I'm gonna close. Okay, so day 2 of this week, or day 3. Sorry, that this week is Wednesday, and you're open. But again, same as yesterday. It worked, but still it was accumulation. Today it still is accumulation. Look at this. This is not optimal. If I look at it, look at it. If you actually look at this accumulation. But let me see how this one plays. That's why I said I didn't care if I lost, so now I'm just trying to see if it actually worked. I'm just gonna point out what happened. I'm gonna do the journal. What, $5? Yeah, $5.50. It was a war, I think. 1 free. For full position. Okay. Good one. Glory to God still. successful. But still good because I respected it. I did everything I had to do, and that's it. So no problem for me. Let me see what will happen if we're still in the conclusion accumulation. So that as well, you know. Tomorrow there are news. Actually, there's orange news, but for me, orange folders doesn't make any does not move the markets at all as much as a red one. So no problem at all. I just want to see if I was watching the analysis today or after news, you know how the market moves. So. But if I had a 63.50 or 90, whatever it is, look, it'll go down. This is a easy pullback. It's gonna continue to go up. Again, I think the analysis wasn't wrong at all. Well, I mean, I still need to wait for that to confirm that. But look at this. The entry was, I think I did what I had to do. Lower than, that's what I said. At the end, you can have a good analysis, but if your entry is what kills you, then you're out, whether or not. But it was below, a few ticks below from the New York Open. It was at 60.80, I think it was. And the 61 was actually the open. This one raised orange. Orange line. That's why I said you can have your entry here on the middle. You know, I always like to do as well with the price. That's why I said if only it made sense for me, 63 would be in 63.50, and the next one would be already 65. The reason why I didn't do it, which is not bad, you can still do it on your AM and power open, because actually this one will actually make sense. But as I told you, it will go back again to the entry. It did. It did. Okay, let me take out this one. More accumulation. Now this is more accumulation. Okay, 31, 15, as always. The entry was as a limit bias. I mean, I would say it was bearish, but time frame, I would say this was 4 to 5 stop loss. And of course, now it's actually going back to it as always, but good. I just want to see the analysis. Either way, if it goes up, and the one that was right was this 2015, or it goes down and this one was the right. Although both were actually, well, this one was actually right, but that's not New York, so it's not New York. It's my time zone. It's 3 a.m., but that's not New York Open. Let me see. The RR was 336. Yeah, 1 free reward. Okay. This was the time F entry, 16:33 and 16:35, I think. Buy. Look, tells you the time as well and the price. 35. Let me see. The sold it at 464. So it's gonna be like what? 2 minutes. For apologies, I'm doing the, you know, always go straight for journaling. I love it actually, even if I lose. Well, this is the buy, the entry. Sorry, as I was saying, the entry cannot be 65. That's literally the stop loss, and I was putting on the entry, man. The entry is 460 now, so I'm just gonna copy this one, I think. Okay, go to God. Okay, so again, accumulation. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, this is 452.02, And since we touch stop loss, reducing price, all the slippage. Okay, so my confluences, I didn't even have FD or nothing actually. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, I'm not gonna point out my further gap, you know. Order block here, and this big 3 chunks of FPGs. I could easily point this one out, but it wasn't, so didn't make sense for me to point out that. I don't need to anymore. What with a rejection block? But oh, dude, it was oh. Good. This is what I want to see. That was actually right. Again, of course, always the entry. That's why order flow. Why did I took that entry? Of course, below the New York Open and based on my BP bone profile. Of course, when you see that, there's the P shape and the V shape. You know. When you see both BP, there's all different types. I don't want to do pattern trading, pattern candlestick for me, but the different types of it. You know, when there's the P shape, there's more volume on the highs, so most of the times you will see an OV rejection block if it matches FBGs, whatever it is, and you will go for a short. If it actually from the B, you know, this is actually AMT, so that's why you have volume profile and the volume 8 area high and volume 8 low, and that's it. But again, for me, I took it because look at this accumulation. But that's why I said in the middle as well here. Maybe I should have took it on literally on the entry, but you know me, you know already what I do, and I like to actually enter from price. For me, I think the stop loss wasn't bad. It was on the middle, and literally for this tick got me stopped out. I think my mistake was entering always before RB. I think if I had at least on 61 and had my stop loss around here or even here, which is very close, very tight as well. But it would be actually better because at least I will have my entry literally on respect of the RB. But RB, but good. You know, still even if I lost, I don't care. The fact I saw it and I say this is right, and everything I had to do, glory to God, Powell paid. Powell, you're the GOAT. I don't care TGR, ICT. You can place and whatever you want, but I don't care, man. Powell, well, ICT, I would try ICT, I mean. Gambox, half level, CRT, that's ICT. And it does not mean I cannot trade, actually I can trade, so, okay? I'm giving you sauce. And order flow, and Powell, and that's it. But of course, for me, above all, it's always price action. Just look at the markets and buy that excuse, and that's it. But good. So after seeing this, how will you trade my stop loss? If it comes here, I will not go break even. No, I'm not dumb. I will have it around this, 58, and that's it. I want to see if it breaks it or not, actually respects it. Beautiful trade, dude. Beautiful trade. Oh, I'm not crying, no feelings, man. There's no feelings in this industry. Good, let me see if actually, what I want to see though, if it breaks this low and actually goes to, okay, it actually did. Gonna be reversal now. Go again, filling the orders. Now I'll put my stop loss here easily to trail, and that's it, and secure some risk. I secure some profit. But if I did, price would just easily boom, hunt it, and then boom, go to TP as always. This was like 80, I think close to 96, and this was 26, so good. But I told you, the entry, I mean, the thing is why I did is because I as well as a Powell going this, but as well, always kind of give it like a space between, for example, this is New York, okay, independent if it's actually bullish or it closed bullish or bearish, the next candle, the next 30 minutes candle. My entry will always be like if it goes for a short, at least some ticks away from it. It doesn't mean you cannot put it above even if you're shorting or at the same level of the entry of the New York Open. But I like it to always give kind of space, you know, because there are times, as you know, price will actually go and fails to I would say this is respect as well, of course, because it is. It will reject it, but it not always goes inside. That's why I said, but based on truly on this, being loyal to the strategy, I should have it at least the much as close possible to RB and the New York Open. So if this is the RB and the New York Open, I could easily have it on the line, which just matches perfectly because it's always going to be an RB, of course, duh. But, or even in the middle, maybe 62, 63, because it's always in the middle, of course, and more with the GAN box to give me some references of the structure. But look at that. Look, if I trailed it here, or it's going to stop out, and that's it. And of course, it goes down as always. I mean, I don't fail, man. Being here for time, it gives the experience of it. Go smash the TP already, boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Don't be accumulating now. Okay, so people, very good trade, beautiful trade. I mean, well, analysis, because actually the trade was stopped out. But look, Powell paid. I am telling you, people, you call me a scammer. You told me you're gonna trade. Yeah, you suck it. You don't even know anything, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, this is it. Good 1 night free reward, everything. Wow, dude, beautiful. No DSTB as well. I forgot it. So why would I have my DSTB as well? On the entry or on the New York AM? Let me see the differences. I mean, I will here. I will not make a lot of difference actually, because the entry from here and here, it will not make at all a lot. But look, if I had it on GNG, look at it. It was perfect on 52.82. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close the trade. I'm gonna call. Oh yeah, man, the trade wasn't really closing. I got stopped out. I'm gonna close the stream. But this would have been a beautiful trade actually. Even if I had the entry literally on New York IM. Well, I am on New York, of course. This is already 3:30, so. Okay, so now the debate is over. It does work. The thing is, I have to wait actually at 3:30 for it to kind of go, because this is what 3:30. Look, if I hop in 3:30, I would have seen this. Maybe not. So what I should go maybe is go for. Maybe yeah. I think I'm gonna stay at 3, because it's still good for doing my pre-analysis, pre-open, and help me actually know where actually price is going. But look at this, now having a chance to go for it and bang, oh no, I'm not. But it will be great. But still, very good analysis. Both open actually worked. Now both open, no, it did. But I'll go for 30 a little bit, just a little bit of resume of what happened today. First mistake I did, I thought this was the 330. I just saw 3 and I already assumed it was 330. Of course, it wasn't. It was 3. This is my time zone of trading. This is when it starts at 3 p.m. Doesn't mean this is 30 minutes before New York Open, which is 3:30. Of course, you know it. But I saw it. Okay, it was bearish. I had actually what? I had it here. I draw the 50 minutes because I know. No, apologies. No. Here, RB. It actually worked on the 15 minutes because look at price. It closed above. It manipulated because again as well. Always what matters is what happens with the next candle. What matters is the candle to be what? To close above or below the New York entry. New York IM. It actually closed above, so you have to wait for is the manipulation. At this point, what I had to wait for is another manipulation. It didn't happen. This one was the one, and then it went out to my TP, but it didn't execute it. Later, I'll explain that in the video. Explain both, but it actually worked. And now the same thing here. Perfect now. Look at this. It happened again. It is happening again. Going back to the now is it going back to the entry? Good. Didn't touch it, but still. The thing is, once you actually visualize it and you just see it, it's like, this is it. Look, respected easily 55, 56, perfectly, 55.90, almost 56. Here he is. As well with the DSTB around these levels, respected as well, 60. I mean, dude, once you just see it, It's not random, dude. It is not. You have price, you got volume with order flow. That's why I always combine everything with order flow. If I understand you don't want to do it, I would like to gatekeep it, but I'm not like that. You know, I like to serve always. But I know a lot of you would not use it, but still I don't care. But dude, it works as well here. 50 minutes, 30 minutes. New York Open, what? Bullish. The entry, I would say this is below. Okay, with a VOR, this is below. So you closed before, manipulated, and it went. The problem, the entry. Okay, so don't worry, because the same thing happened yesterday with analysis, of course. But of course, I ended up taking more profit. But good. So people, I think it's gonna be like this. My shims hour is gonna be at 3:30 from now on. From yesterday, and that's gonna be it. You know, very grateful with this. For me, as always, it's about discipline and everything. I'm gonna finish on the journal and then later explain you even more further, well not further, but explain a little bit, resume of what happened today. But it's still a very good day, dude, as always, and that's it. Very, very good, man. So glory to God, people, and remember, if you want to flame, you must blaze. So keep flaming, people. I'll see you tomorrow. Fire out, people.